Ready? What do we say? What's up, everybody?
Mama,
Good morning.
welcome to a Father's Day. My God, but Papa, my Gwen, Ogeron.com.
Yay! Good job. All right, buddy. All right. What's up, everybody? Good morning. Welcome to a Thursday edition of Morning Scone presented by Brock, Baton Rouge Orthopedic Clinic, and HUDCO Roofing, HUDCORoofing.com. That's what Drew was alluding to there, if you missed it. Hope your morning's off to a great start. Thanks to everybody who joined us for Nightcap last night. Started inside, moved outside. So y'all got to see the new outdoor kitchen. If you are interested, because a lot of people have followed since we've been doing that. If you go back to Nightcap last night, you scroll, you'll get to see. We did give a little tour. So say some good mornings. See what y'all got. Unfortunate news for basketball. Adam Miller, torn ACL. Man, oh man. I legitimately do need to recalibrate my prediction. And it's not a cop-out. You can't lose your best player and think that's not going to affect you. Adam Miller's the guy that Will Wade brought in, the Illinois transfer, to be the guy that is the Cam Thomas, to replace the scoring. So, man, you just lost the guy who was supposed to be your top scorer this year. I don't know how you just, replace that. Somehow, some way, they'll have to find a way. So, boy, what a devastating blow just 20 days before the season to get that news. So, appreciate y'all for watching. As always, if you're on YouTube, smash that like button. We appreciate it. Facebook, like the page, share the post. Like the page, share the post. Say some good mornings here. Tommy Vienendahl, Mark McCarter, hire the Manning brothers. Brandon Atchison, what it do? Charlie Cavell, Stephanie Province Grice, good morning. Robert Groff, David Viteri, good morning. Mario Rossetti, good morning. Let's see. Like the page, share the post, like the page, share the post. Lane Ward, what's up, y'all? Good morning. David Rabb. There we are. Drew nailed the intro. Charlie Cavell Miller is a stud. Yeah, man. We talked to Will Wade about him whenever they got him as a transfer. And actually, we had Adam, if you remember, we had Adam Miller on while he was playing for Team USA. I want to say in Lithuania. I can't remember if it was Lithuania or whether, but it was somewhere, sort of a Slavic, Eastern European country. And the whole thing was he didn't score a ton for Illinois because they didn't ask him to. He averages 8 points a game, but 34% from three. Started all 31 games as a freshman. He was a top 30 overall recruit, and he's a guy that can absolutely score. There's just no doubt. They just weren't asked to do it at Illinois, and he came here to be that guy. So, massively disappointing 3 weeks before the season for Will Wade and the squad, man. Bubba Tatum, David Rodrigue, Brittany Delahousse, good morning. Colton Ducote, Matt, where do you follow Gamecoin's daily progress? So, Colton, you go to poocoin.app. I know that sounds funny, but for those that aren't familiar, in crypto, if you have like a small cap coin that's like fewer than 5,000 wallet holders, they call it a coin. That's the slang for it. So, the exchange, the PooCoin exchange is sort of a pun on that. So, poocoin.app. Go to the search bar and you type in GME, and that'll show you the chart. And then you can connect your wallet to it, and it'll show you your wallet balance. Truett Glass, good morning. Hey, Dad. Kelly Klein, Peter. Finally going to walk into the office and set up Gamecoin. Good on you, Kelly. Enjoy the ride. If you have any issues or anything, shoot me a message. I'm happy to help. Catherine Marie, good morning from Eureka Springs. Getting married this Saturday. There you go, Catherine. Congrats to you and your to-be. So, hope it's a great weekend. Another morning Sconer getting married. Kyle DeVille, good morning. Want to say go Tigers. How much faith do you put into Jordy saying Woody will have the end-all decision on hiring the head coach? So, here's the thing, Kyle. I haven't heard what Jordy said. Some people did ask me about that on Nightcap last night. I didn't hear what Jordy said. Here's what I'd say, and this is what I would compare it to. When Les Miles was the head coach at LSU, his offensive coordinators called the plays. But there were times where Les would say, hey, I want to run here. Okay, well, the offensive coordinator is going to call the play, but Les just cut the playbook in half. Make sense? So Woodward may have the final say, but does his boss narrow the parameters by which he's searching? That's what I don't know. Henry Gordon Bennett, good morning. Jason Austin, good morning, Matt. Where can I buy a bottle of Eagle Rare? Good luck, man. It's harder and harder to find. I had a pretty strict policy on myself that anytime I saw Eagle Rare, I bought it because it was like $30. So I stockpiled a good bit of it, and I have some. I've given some away, and that's been over several years, but I haven't seen a bottle in a while. So probably not since the summer. Rob Clem, good morning. Greg Phillips, why is everyone talking about Mel Tucker being undefeated when he hasn't beaten a single team with a winning record this season? Because he's a candidate for the job, and his record is 7-0 right now, so why would you not talk about that? Where are we? Tim Gotro, Val Browning, Alex Fontenot. Good thing we deep hate losing Miller, though. Alex, I'm going to tell you, man, I'm worried about it. I don't know who the scorer is now. With Cam Thomas gone and losing Miller. Trivia Carter, what's up? Wrap in batches. Tim Gotro. Any word on the Saints getting Armstead or McCoy back for Seattle? No word on that yet. I would hope on McCoy, man. I know the calf injury is severe, especially for a man that big, but boy, he was injured. That's been 5 weeks now. 6 weeks. Because he was injured against Green Bay. So I'd really hope they get McCoy back. Joey Vincent, Jesse Brown, morning Matt. Enjoyed Nightcap, like always. Ready for some Saints football Monday night. Me too, man. I'm ready to see the Saints get back on the field. The bummer about that is then you turn around with a short week and got to play Tampa on a short week. But that's what it is, man. Everybody in the NFL deals with it at some point. But at least that's a home game against the Bucs on the short week. Trivia, did you tell E-Rock I'm on strike? Ask E-Rock strike until I get my Drew Bucks. I did trivia. She was outside with us last night for Nightcap, and I did mention that to her. Jacob Hibbard, morning, Matt. Who would you say is the top of the list right now with Tucker? Any concerns his ability to produce quarterbacks and lead offenses? I don't know that I'd say concern, Jacob. I think if it is Mel Tucker, you just trust him to hire a good offense. But I'll repeat here what I said last night on Nightcap. And I know fans want the big flashy name splash hire, but I will tell you this, that, and again, if you were on Nightcap last night, you heard me say it, but I'll say it here. I've now had 2 coaches rave about Mel Tucker. One of them is works for an SEC school. I don't want to give it away, but told me last night there are only 2 coaches that we really fear. Billy Napier and Mel Tucker, because both recruit there behind off and work like madmen. It's like those 2 would, great coaches, those 2. I was like, okay. And said everyone else, for what it's worth. Colton Mack, Lawrence Burley, Stephen Bond, good morning. Matt, that's what Jordy was saying, is the president will, in fact, not narrow any parameters. We'll see. Because it's been made abundantly clear that he will insert himself into this process. Let's see. Matt Lusto, morning. I want the record to show I'm not a no-coiner. I just asked Iraq if she had seen a Bitcoin as a joke at her expense. It backfired on me. I want the record to show I'm not a no-coiner. I just asked Iraq if she'd seen a Bitcoin as a joke at her expense. I don't get it, Matt. I'm sorry, man. Explain, Matt. I'm sorry. Trivia, November 27th, Tucker Franklin. Guess we will see who is better. I think Franklin's got the better team. Paul Jean, good morning. Have you spoken to Mike D lately? Yeah, man. Chat with Mike D all the time. We're actually trying to get his roof done. We had his roof tarped right after Ida, and getting his roof replaced. Going through that process right now. But yeah, man, love Mike D. It's my guy. Brian Lauscha. Morning, Matt. Hudco is bringing my shingles this week. Ready for my roof. Love it. Hang on. That calls for this.
Hudco Roofing. Hudco Roofing. When you need a roof, call someone you know. Scone and Terrio.
All you need is Hudco.
Hudco Roofing. Hudco Roofing. Call Hudco Roofing.
364
1007. Roofing. Hudco Roofing. Hudco Roofing.
All right. Dig it. Let's see. Kyle DeVille. Will Thomas be back this Monday? Heard he was stopped. Looks like he's going to be out another couple weeks, Kyle. That's a bummer. William Hodges. What offense does Michigan State run? Haven't watched a bunch of Michigan State this year. Steven, whoever the AD picked, will support him. Matt Lusto, last night you got mad when I asked. Think I was playing Bitcoins. Oh, and I was like, oh, have you seen the money on your credit card? Yeah. Got it. Trivia, why play the jingle? So it gets stuck in your head all day. So we sell some roofs, man. Jonathan Martin to Sean Moore, what's good, man? Brooke Bordeaux, good morning. Chuy Gutierrez, morning, Matt. Haven't heard much on the Bill O'Brien front lately. Is he still on the list? I'm sure, but down the list, obviously. It's one of those things where as you vet your candidates and see who's interested, you start to whittle that down, But I haven't heard his name again lately. Brandon Atchison, injuries have been brutal in baseball, basketball, football in recent years. I think it's every year. Just more attention to everything now. Michael Cook, Jason Austin. I have not seen any. Oh, you're talking about Eagle Rare. Dylan Landry, Stephen Wallace, more from Hoover, Alabama. Alex Roboleski, random question on the Coach O show last night. The backdrop behind him shows Nicky Fargas and Maneri's name. Do you know why? Probably just because they haven't changed that graphic yet, because those seasons haven't happened yet. That's interesting, though. Steve Colson, how much money has Gamecoin donated to date? What a generous commitment they are making. Absolutely, man. So far they've made two $100,000 donations, a $50,000 donation, then another six-figure donation is coming as well. But they've raised over $2 million already. For those that don't know, for every transaction that's made on Gamecoin, so that means when Gamecoin is bought, sold, traded, there is a transaction fee, and 5% of that transaction fee goes to a charity wallet, and that money is given directly to charitable endeavors involving youth sports. So, like, they donated $100K to South Lafourche and Central Lafourche post-Ida. Just this week, they donated $50,000 to the St. Charles Parish Recreation Department. So, crypto with a purpose, man. You gotta love it. Rediule, did you see Brennan's tweet saying women and kids at practice was completely false? I did see the tweet, and I'll tell you this, Rode. Ed Ogeron, throughout his time at LSU, even in 2019, would often have guests, visitors at practice. That is 100% fact, and I will tell you that that probably happens everywhere. From not only maybe his, significant others to boosters. I personally know people who were invited in, not that were not former players, that were invited into practices. And that's whatever. The part about like the way that some people read Matt Trent's tweet was like that kids were jumping in doing drills, right? Like, hey, Andre Anthony, Stingley, take this one off. Billy's gonna run cover 2. You know, like that part didn't happen. And maybe Ed should have told more people no. But this is the thing that I said on Sunday after he was fired, is those are the types of things that nobody really talks about while they're happening. But once someone's fired and you kind of have cover now, because you don't really, I guess, have fear of ramification, you start to tell those stories. So I didn't like the tweet personally. I like Matt Trent. I don't want to come out like I'm dogging him. I know that people are trying to paint context as to why a coach who won a national championship a year and a half ago is fired. And so a lot of that stuff paints that picture, which I do understand. But I think you have to be responsible with that information to source it better and to be more accurate than throwing out secondhand things that might have happened like a game of telephone, Anyway. Christopher Dugas, Weller 107 and coffee is the right way to do morning Scone. Absolutely. Or Weller 12. But not in your coffee. Amy Hyde, hello Matt. I think the president of LSU will have a say-so in the final pick of the new coach will be. Let's see. Brian Broom, 7:51. Couple more minutes. Brandon English. A while back, I was able to get an Eagle Rare store pick from Canadas. Couldn't believe how good that $23 bottle was. Like you always say, just because something's expensive doesn't mean it's good. Because it's cheap doesn't make it bad. Very true. Brandon Atchison, I wish our bye week was a little deeper into the season, like week 8 to 10. Yeah, Brandon, that's true. Talking about the Saints, that's true. But think about it also this way, that you got an opportunity to go another week and not have to play without all the injuries. And when you get those guys back, you're going to be healthy and whole. So I don't mind it. Jonas Milosov, Mel Tucker falls through. What's the chances we hire Napier? So the Napier thing is interesting, and I did talk about this on Nightcap. I have not had anyone at LSU mention Napier to me, but he is lobbying for it through the coaching community, through agents, through media. He is lobbying for it hard. But I haven't had anyone at LSU tell me we're talking to Billy Napier. Jimmy Babin, Tony Cortello, Daniel Sinetz, Deborah Cowart, Mario Rossetti. Is it possible a new coach retains any coach on staff? Sure, it's possible, Mario. I say that any coach gets to hire his own staff. But if you don't retain Corey Raymond, that's just dumb. I guess we'll all be watching Michigan State closely the remainder of the season. Sure. John Hilburn, good morning. Mimi and Ward Mobile, Craig Straub, the women word practices. To be clear, like, yeah. Yes. But Ogeron had sort of, he was maybe a guy that struggled at times to say no with stuff like that. Because at Ole Miss, he was the counter of that. He was very, how he would always say, I treated everything like I was a D-line coach. And so he loosened that a lot when he got the LSU job. And he welcomed like open door policy with former players who could come to practice whenever they want. Boosters and like there were sometimes like if sororities were having an event, sometimes they could come check out practice for a while or something like that. Those are things that happen. And like you never heard about it till now because it wasn't a big deal. It's not a big deal to have people as guests at practice. It's just not. I mean, the thing about like kids interfering is just, come on. All right, LSU 754. All right, just about to have to go, y'all. Kyle DeVille jingle is awesome. Thank you, man. Rapping batches. Who do you think won the World Series? Houston. Glenn Laurie, Connor O'Neill, the jingle is Bob. Jonathan Young, Morning from the International Space Station. Nice. Like in space? That would be a first if we have someone watching in space, which would be really cool. Glenn Laurie, did you make your pick in the Saints Seahawks game? I have not yet, Glenn. So what O fired will coaches go on your show? Hopefully we have a better relationship with the next head coach. Not that I know people think I hated Ogeron. I have nothing personally against Ogeron. He and I have never had a private moment together. Like the only time I've ever spoken to that man is in work settings and press conferences. Like, I mean, I think we crossed paths a few times the year he was out of coaching and he was coming up to Guarantee to do the show with Jordy and Derek. But nothing more than a casual hello as you cross paths. That's his end. Inability to handle criticism, which is not a good thing for a major college football head coach. Let's see, Adam Ortega, Marty, meet me at the Chimes. I've got breaking news. Marty? Jonathan Young, whoever Presentate picks, I'll be fine with. Jeremy Hoskins, High West Double Rye is the greatest cheap bottle I've ever had. High West does some great stuff, man. Rendezvous Rye is better than the Double Rye. It's more expensive, but the Rendezvous is decidedly better. Okay, y'all, I think we're just about done. Brock Rock and Wine a week from Saturday at Renaissance Hotel in Baton Rouge. Tickets at brortho.com, all benefiting the Brock Foundation, brortho.com. And of course, how about one more time on the way out? One more time on the way out, y'all. Let's do it. One more time. One more time on the way out.
When you need a roof, call someone you know. Scone and Terrio.
All you need is HUD
Call HUD Roofing.
364.
1007.
All right. Y'all have an awesome day. Take care of each other. Locked on LSU. New Scone and Tea today as well. Scone and Tea. Locked on LSU. AFR 3. We'll see y'all. Peace.